accomplishing the things that God values in your life. It's been said by Mike Fisher that a doctor works 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you cannot console yourself to do this, then get out of the profession, because this is what is expected. By healing hurts, calming fears, and explaining medical problems to children and their parents in easily understood terms, pediatricians show their education level and also God at work in their daily lives. Something that I think is important is that many don't understand the difficult road it takes to become someone that is in the medical profession. It is highly competitive and a demanding journey to the finish. At first, you have to do 4 years of undergraduate education where you take courses such as chemistry, biology, organic chemistry, and many sciences and other math courses. After you complete your undergraduate, you are expected to complete 4 years of graduate school at any medical school. And most times, this is where you would specialize in what you're going to be when you grow up. After you complete your 4 years of graduate school, you are expected to complete 3 to 8 years of residency based upon that specialty that you specialize in medical school. Prospective students have to complete a certain number of hours in laboratory and also internships with people in the medical profession so that they can fully get the grasp of what they are trying to do and accomplish, and also have a competitive edge over the people that are in their class. Most jobs in the medical field require long hours, but these long hours do pay off in the terms of what you make in the year that you do work. The average number of hours worked for pediatrics are 54 hours. Most people don't understand this, but they do break it up, so some days you may not work 7, or some weeks you may not work 7 days a week, but some weeks you might. The ones who work the most hours on average are orthopedic surgeons who work 58 hours. Although the orthopedic surgeons work the most, they also are paid the most. They make an average of $323,000 a year. Pediatricians, on the other hand, make close to $186,000. On average, in 2008, a survey was done, and physicians practicing primary care had an annual compensation of $186,000, with those in the medical specialties making somewhere close to $340,000. Although you do have these amazing resources because of the money that you make in these medical professions, you are able to do a lot more in your community for other people. And so that is something that they apply and that they are sworn into when you graduate from graduate school. You are expected to take the Hippocratic Oath, which is also known as the Code of Ethics. And this is something that instills into you things that God values, and these are things that you swear into when you graduate from medical school. The first thing that the Hippocratic Oath really stresses is the value of human life, which is something that we see that God values in Psalm 139:13, because it says that we were knit in our mother's womb and that God knows us in our innermost being. And so when doctors are sworn in after graduation and recite the Hippocratic Oath, they swear to do the things that only benefit the physical life of the patient and do not bring any harm to them, whether it be a surgery that they suggest or medicines that they prescribe or anything like that. It is only solely for the benefit of the patient, not for the monetary compensation of the doctor. The next thing that it kind of streams off that idea is that in the Hippocratic Oath, doctors are expected to practice honesty and integrity. And in Deuteronomy 25:16, we see this practice. God is encouraging the people to be honest and show integrity, because if they don't, then He will not bless them. And in this doctor's code of ethics, they are held to a standard, because if they don't know something, they are supposed to be honest and go and find a colleague who they can call on and who they can come and alongside of them and help them figure out the problem with the patient. Because in the medical field, it is way more important to get it right than for you to be right. So it's more important to call on a colleague. The last thing that the doctors do is that they value compassion and unconditional love for others, even those who cannot help themselves. We see this because the jobs that are the most fought for and the jobs that are the most wanted are the ones that are in rural and low-income economies and low-income areas. This is where the doctors want to go because they want to reach out to those people who can't help themselves and who can't do anything for themselves. And I think that's really important. So in conclusion, we see through this that it is a long journey to get to become a doctor. It's 11 or 12 years based on just the basic specialties just to become an MD. But it's something that these people see as a blessing because of the monetary supplements that they're given and the amount of money they make, but also the things that they're able to see their patients accomplish and how they're able to recover. So it's important, though, as we see that medicine, that you incorporate honesty and integrity and then compassion and love for your patients, because those who do that really succeed and go very far. So it's said that the body and soul cannot be separated for purposes of treatment, for they are one and indivisible. Sick minds must be healed as well as sick bodies. So it's important that doctors address both the soul and the body. So thank you so much for your time. Thanks for letting me speak.